something open to comment about the game, and then we'll take questions.
Well, it was a heck of a basketball game. I just appreciate Texas playing us in this home and home. I think it's been a great series for us. We went down there last year and won a knockdown drag out. Karen Aston's just a class coach, her and her staff. They do a tremendous job. This was a great opportunity and a great test for us early in the season. I know they feel the same way, but appreciate them playing us, to be honest with you. And again, it's just a great opportunity today for us to showcase Mississippi State women's basketball and what that entails. From our fan base, over 8,000 at the game. I'm so proud of them. Appreciate our marketing. But just a heck of a basketball game. That to me felt like an NCAA tournament game. It was just a knockdown, drag out. Kids competing at the highest level. We had so many kids step up today. Jasmine Holmes, Rashonda Johnson, Blair coming off the bench, playing some really quality minutes to give these two a blow, give Dominique a blow. Tara McCowan comes off, goes 3 for 3. So I'm really proud. I'm just proud that we were able to do this today on national TV in front of the country and show everyone what Stark Vegas and women's basketball is all about. And proud of these two. They carried me up here. They've been carrying us all day. They played great. Tori hit some really big shots today. Morgan went to the line 14 times, made 13 of them. And we're going to take that every day. But I thought our whole team, I thought everybody that played really played a big part. Again, Jazz and Rashonda coming off in the first half offensively. Blair gave us some quality minutes at guards where I could rotate and get these kids some rest. Just thought that was really big. And then Tierra coming off and going 3 for 3. So our depth really showed today. And again, proud of our basketball team.
I think you mentioned all those players. I think you had 32 more points this year than you did a year ago. Just talk about the production your team's had from last year to this year, because a lot of those girls played that game last year.
Yeah, it's a whole lot easier to coach when you've got some skilled kids that are skilled and can score the ball. I mean, you're not bleeding every possession defensively. You know, in that second quarter when we outscored them 26-9, that's a heck of a quarter against a top 10 basketball team. That team doesn't deserve that team still needs to be in the top 10. That's a heck of a basketball team. And they went on the road and played another top 10, so give them credit for that. But that's a heck of a basketball team. I just thought our kids, that second quarter, really answered the bell and got after it. We got some real critical stops, and then we were really attacking the rim, getting to the rim. And Tori made some really tough jump shots as well as got to the rim. Dominique was fantastic today, and again provided that offensive presence on the other wing that we needed. She had 10 points and 2 assists and 2 steals in 35 minutes. So our offense was a lot better today this time of year against a quality opponent than it has been in years past.
Morgan, can you talk about the fourth quarter and obviously when Victoria fouls out, it just seemed like you kind of stepped up and took part?
Yeah, as point guard, I have to finish the game out anyway, so I need to have ball in my hands. I need to foul. I need to make my free throws. I need to run offense. I need to get quality shots, and every possession counts. As coach was saying, every possession counts. And turn it over when they start pressing us, so we gotta do better next time.
It almost seemed like you had like a nice give and take with McCarty at times.
Yeah.
Basket against basket. Was that a good matchup for you?
It was a good matchup. Wish we didn't keep switching buckets. I wish I was just getting buckets instead.
Coach mentioned that matchup earlier in the week. Did you feel a little extra motivation facing off with a point guard like that today, Morgan?
Say that again, sorry.
Coach mentioned earlier in the week McCarty was going to be a good challenge for you. Did you feel any extra motivation over there?
Yeah, I did. I know Coach has been in me like, you need guard. I know I had some mistakes out there, but you know, I try to get all my effort going off screen because she's a good shooter, so I can't go under. So I just had to have my mind right to go out there and play defense guard.
Vic, you took out Morgan, Victoria, and Dom. up by 7 and then came back up by 12. What does that do if they can consistently happen, taking out those stars and the lead still increases?
Well, again, I thought it started with Jasmine Holmes. I thought she came off the bench at point and really was confident. Got her hands on a couple of balls. She's had three. I think she had three steals in that time, and then I thought Blair and Rowe were just fabulous. I mean, they just created spacing on the floor. Rowe made a couple of big shots for us, and you know, it's nice to be able to pull those three out and rest them. We went to the matchup, and y'all, we've probably worked on the matchup about as long as we've been sitting at this front table today. So we hadn't worked on it a lot, but when you've got veteran kids, you can go to something and they get it. They know, they remember, and so I was awfully proud of our kids that we could jump into the matchup, and I don't think they scored against it.
Victoria, in the second quarter, I think Texas didn't score a field goal for nearly the whole quarter, like 9 minutes, 40 seconds. What was so good about y'all's defense that quarter?
Like Coach said, we were just denying everything, pressuring the ball. If they pressure the ball, it's going to equal to a turnover. Like we came in the half, we had made them turn it over 15 times. So it's just the ball pressure and denying the ball.
It seemed like last year at times, like if you didn't score, nobody was going to score. Do you feel that with this team it's a little bit different? It seems like there's more options.
It's a lot different. Everybody stepped their game up. Everybody can go to the basket. Everybody can score. We got bigs that can finish inside. Dom and Moore can attack the basket, pull up jumper, or three. Everybody, the bench can score. Everybody can score. So it's not just going to be me getting guarded. Everybody got to guard. So they're going to have a tough matchup every game for anybody that plays.
Coach, can you talk about Williams' fourth quarter and how she kind of took charge of the game?
Well, once you get in the bonus, you want the ball in her hands. And I told her early on, we talked about it in practices, where they're going to go under on that ball screen. You're a great free throw shooter, so make a free throw jumper. And, you know, she made some big shots at the free throw line, started the game off. They go under, she buries it. So, you know, she's so good at the line. You want the ball in her hands when it's down the stretch. And, you know, she was getting to the hole. Her and Brooke McCarty is a warrior, y'all. She is a competitive cuss. And we knew that going in. She's the heart and soul of that team. And, you know, Morgan had her hands full. Hey, Morgan had to go both ends today. She had to run her team, and she had to guard their best player. And but she was getting to the rim on Brooke a little bit. And it's nice, I'm sure she'd tell you, it's nice to go against somebody that's the same height when you do finally get it down there, that you can kind of go up and finish over them. But she had so much trouble with Brooke. She'd tell you, we have so much respect for that kid, and I've watched her all her high school career and in college. And you know, again, that's a kid that you just have a lot of respect for. And so she's a great player, and we knew that going into today.
Victoria, I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Coach, can you kind of further elaborate on your team's defensive play today?
Well, I mean, the second quarter was special. You hold them to one basket. You know, that was a special quarter, obviously. I don't want to talk about the third quarter. They shot 64%. In the fourth quarter, it was 42, which is about 5 more than I like. But the second quarter was special. And just really stopped all that penetration, made them shoot over us, not by us. That was a problem all day. You look at points in the paint, they had 42. Well, that wasn't from their bigs. That was from guards driving it. And so for this early in the year, our defense isn't going to be where we want it to be, but today it was good enough against a great Texas team.
That first half really was dominant. This is going to sound like a cliche, but it just looked like y'all were the aggressors and kind of taking charge. I mean, is that sort of, we talked before the season about getting that leadership and personality you wanted to see, the result of that?
Well, I just think we talk about punching first, you know, and we've done that every ball game this year. Now, I'd like to see us punch first in the third quarter. I think we've had 2 games in a row now where we've come out and kind of had it stuck to us a little bit. And again, give Texas credit, give Tulane credit. Those kids are coached by great coaches, and they're going to get those kids fired up. And Karen got them excited in the locker room. They didn't come out till right at the horn, and you knew they were going to come out. And they opened the half on a 7-2 run. But I was proud of our kids for answering. They never got it under 10, and we finished the half up 14. So, you know, it's going to happen. I mean, you'd like to hope that you can just keep building, but to be up 17 at half against that team is a tremendous credit to our kids. And, again, proud of how we responded the rest of the way.
Victoria, what does a win like this mean to this for this team this early in the season, especially starting off the season right on a high note?
It means a lot. I think aren't they higher than us?
Yeah.
They were ranked higher than us. It's a big game, so we're playing somebody that obviously people think they are better than us. So just coming off that win, it means a lot because like we have a lot to prove, and we just got to come in and show them what we can do and how we do it.
Victoria, your impressions of watching Morgan's parade to the free throw line when after you fouled out, she just seems like she's got high score in her veins.
Yeah, Morgan, I expect all them free throws to go in because that's her specialty. Last year she had the team in free throw percentage, and so I wasn't worried about nothing. I knew Morgan was taken to the basket. I knew that like we had won the game because they're gonna keep fouling her and she's gonna keep making free throws.
Victoria, when Dom is scoring and Morgan's scoring, how does that change your mindset as a scorer for this team?
That means I don't have to take bad shots. I don't have to force shots. I know that they are taking the shots and my turn comes.
Vic, are you okay? Are you gonna make? I know people on Twitter are asking her if they saw you hobbling. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, it hurts. I'm gonna probably go get it looked at. It's I'm not very disciplined when it comes to taking my gout medicine, and I'm hopeful that this is what this is, that it's jumped on me. I sure hope I haven't done anything, but right now I can't stand to just to pick it up off the ground, and that has y'all don't need to be printing that, but it hurts. It's bothering me.
I'm going to treatment.
You get a cold tub or something like that?
We do it. You should do it, huh?
It's hey, look, appreciate y'all being here. This was a heck of a basketball game early in the season. It's going to make us better. It's going to make them better. And proud of these two for their leadership. Again, I think you saw the team kind of grow up a little bit tonight. And still a young year. We got so many good teams on our schedule left before we even get to the SEC. But to see us respond tonight in that environment with that crowd, again, y'all, it's very special right now here in Starkville, Mississippi, at Mississippi State in women's basketball. This doesn't happen around the country at two handfuls of places. I mean, this is really neat and really special. You guys are covering something that's unique and special, and you know, you look at these two up here. I mean, what competitors? You know, just tough kids, physical, aggressive kids, competitive. Coach Landers asked me today at shooting range, so what's the most thing you like about your team? They're competitive. Doesn't matter what we're doing, what drill we're doing in practice, they're typically pretty competitive. And when the lights come on, I just need to make sure these two got on the bus.
Vic, if you could turn that to Morgan. She had a stutter step layup where I'm not sure if we saw that last season with her injuries. Probably saw a little bit of that as a freshman. Now that she's healthy, do you see a little bit more of that competitive fire, or maybe a little of that more pep in her step?
Well, she's got more pep in her step, but listen, to get through what she got through last year, you can't be more competitive. I mean, hey, it's easy to play when you feel good. It's another thing to play when you're hurt, you know. And both these kids, they're never going to be 100% in their career. I mean, this one ain't 100% right now, but they're competing. They're fighting their way through it. They're just competitive kids, and that's how you win championships. You gotta have competitive young people on your team that just don't want to lose. I mean, you saw Tori take some shots and make some shots today, but she's gonna find a way to make those shots a lot of times, and she's not afraid to take those shots. And so to me, it's the beautiful thing we have right now with our basketball team is we've just got a real competitive group.
All right. Congratulations. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord and go Dogs.